Okay. Ooh.
I just feel bad because they had to pee their pants.
Yeah.
Oh, maybe she used to rent the room. You should watch people in there.
Okay. Welcome to another episode of Kreepy Podcast with Kreepy Couple.
Kreepy Podcast with Kreepy Couple.
Okay. So today we have a few stories that we will be reading. These are supposedly... Oh, everybody meet the pew. Putrid. Pew for short.
Everyone, hello. Everyone, hello, Pew.
Right. Mm-hmm.
There you guys go.
Right. So today's stories are going to be a small collection of true stories. True stories.
True stories.
Okay. Ooh. Okay. This one is called A Pale-Eyed Man Followed Me for Years. One night when I was 6 years old, I woke up for no reason. No sound, no nightmare, nothing. I looked around my room, dimly lit by nightlight in the room and in the hallway. I saw my toys scattered around the room and the stuffed leopard at the end of my bed.
Oh.
Nothing out of the ordinary inside. But outside my window was a different story. A man with loose gray skin hanging off his atrophied muscles.
Whoa.
And bones wrapped in an almost black, blue, loose robe. A long finger crooked on the glass, pointing at me, mouth agape, revealing darkness that matched the darkness of the moonless sky behind him. But what scared me the most were his blank eyes, pale almost with a light purple hue to them. A light purple pew, you say?
A light purple pew was in there.
If he had pupils, they most certainly would be directed at me. The window fogged and unfogged with his breath. I leapt back with such force that I moved my bed away from the wall, and I fell between the two.
No.
I made such a ruckus that my father came into the room within seconds to see what was going on. I could see the man's hand and crooked finger from under my bed, but by the time my dad pulled me up, the figure had disappeared. No residual fog from his breath, no smudge from his fingers. I frantically told my dad about the man, and he insisted that what I experienced was a sleep paralysis, and that it had run its course. He let me sleep between him and my mom that night. Something only reserved for the scariest of nightmares.
Oh.
As the night went by, I forgot about him, mostly. Every once in a while, I would have a dream about him. Really only when I was sick with the flu. It wasn't until I was 17 that I saw him again.
17.
At that age, I was adventurous. During the summer when I was free, I would spend most of my days and many nights in the mountains that are scattered around the Pacific Northwest.
Mm-hmm.
I went to the North Cascade for a 2-night backpacking trip up a Gothic basin, foggy lake, a 4.6-mile hike with a 2,800-foot elevation. Pretty standard hike with a beautiful glacier lake to end it. I unpack and set up my site for the night, ending it with a meal of Spam and peanut butter crackers. In the middle of the night, I need to go pee. You need to go pee. You need to go pee. I usually hold it till morning because I don't like to leave the tent during the night. But I had to go bad. I pulled on my boots and unzipped my tent, and as I poked my head out, I was met with a pair of bony feet. What?
Our hallway light turned itself on just now.
I'm pretty sure it was on.
Whoa. Stories are getting real. Continue.
Oh. Bony feet. The metamersals, I don't know that word, protruding under the skin, the nails curled and arches flat. I don't know how long I stared at these feet, but it felt like forever. I turned my head to look at the face attached to the feet. What looked back at me were the pale eyes, the mouth agape, in a stupid position, like nothing was happening in his head. His finger locked just like before, and I leaped back. I should have zipped the tent back. Not like a tent flap could stop anyone. With the wind flapping, the tent door opened and closed. I could see him just standing there. Eventually, he walked away, rock scraping underneath and dragging under his feet, until it was the only sound, until only the sound of the nylon flap whipping back and forth could be heard. I know it wasn't sleep paralysis this time because I was awake, moving and feeling everything around me. Even the piss wetting my pants when I realized what I was seeing. Never went back to sleep. I kept my lamp on and my headlamp strapped to my head until the sun broke the horizon. With that, I cautiously left the safety of my thin tent. I packed my stuff and made my way to the trail. Next to my tent, I could see tracks left by rocks that scraped with his dragging gait. That was the last time I saw him, over a decade ago now. I can still picture him in detail from both times. We will see if I see him again next decade, but let's hope I don't.
Pretty creepy. I just feel bad because they had to pee their pants.
Yeah.
Now they're stuck in their tent, peed pants, peed sleeping bag. And something's out there? Crazy. What do you think about that one?
What do you think about that one, Pew?
What do you think about that? Go ahead, tell him. What you think? Yeah. Pretty interesting.
Okay. So the next one we have, when I was a little boy, there was a monster under my bed.
Oh no. Every one of us had a monster under their bed before.
When I was a little kid, I don't know how old, 7 or 8 at the oldest, me and my twin sister shared a bedroom. Our beds were directly across the room from each other, and we would frequently chat all night. We'd gone out with our mom and older sibling and came home very late at night. For a 7-year-old, maybe it was 10 p.m. When we got home, it was off to bed with us. And we laid in the dark and talked for a while. My sister seemed really strange, like frozen, unmoving and not talking. I went and I got into her bed and asked her what was wrong. She looked at me and said, "We have to be really brave and run to Mom's room because there was a monster looking at her from beneath my bed that I was just previously laying on." I turned away from her and looked into the dark void that was beneath my bed, and I don't know, I felt it too. There was a monster under the bed. I couldn't see it, but I could feel it watching us. I think we counted to 10 quietly and then ran to my mom's room to tell her about the monster. As we stood at the mouth of our mother's doorway crying and hyperventilating, a man ran by our mother's room, slammed the door, and escaped from the back door in the kitchen. What did she do? A man had broken in while we were away and hid under our bed. I don't think about this often, but sometimes I wonder what would have happened if my sister never sensed him. Spooky stuff. People are terrifying.
That's pretty scary. There was a monster under their bed. And it wasn't just thought. It really was.
There really was a person under the bed. Right.
She need the hot goss. She got the tea.
Okay. Shh. Go down. Pew, go down. I can't stop her.
Can't stop her. She's got a story. She's got a story to tell. What's the story? What is it? Gotta tell us a story. Tell us a story. Go, go. Tell us. All right. Uh-huh. Oh, like that? Ah, wow.
Okay, and our third story is Haunted Room at Mom's Old House.
Ooh.
Now, again, these are all true stories, apparently.
These are true stories?
These are true stories, apparently.
Oh. Well, that is even more scary now.
I know.
So there was just a random person under the bed then?
But he literally, that's what,
Right?
yeah.
It's
There was a person under the bed. Like, that really happened to him.
Wow.
That they just felt like, oops, a scary feeling, and it's like a man under the bed.
Crazy.
So, Haunted Room at Mom's old home. It happened sometime around 2011 during monsoon season. My mom had gone to visit relatives, so it was just me, my younger brother, and my cousin staying at our grandmother's house for a week. The house was strange, even during the daytime. Long hallways, wooden doors that never fully closed, and one room upstairs nobody used anymore. My grandmother always kept that room locked and said the previous owner died there years ago.
Mm.
I think we should leave the dead people room alone, probably.
I wouldn't go in there, yeah.
Every night around 2 or 3 a.m., we would hear furniture moving upstairs. Not footsteps, heavy, dragging sounds.
Nice.
At first, we thought it was rats or old pipes, but one night, the power went out during a storm, and the noises became louder than ever. My cousin joked that we should finally check upstairs. So we did. We used our phone flashlights and slowly climbed the upstairs ladder. Is it like an attic? The sound stopped the moment we reached the hallway. Everything was silent. Then we noticed the locked room door was slightly open.
Oh no.
I swear it was locked before. Inside the room smelled wet, like clothes left in the rain for days. There was an old mirror facing the bed and dozens of small paper charms taped around the walls. Some looked burned at the edges. My brother suddenly whispers, "Why is there someone standing in the mirror?" The thing is, there was nobody inside the room with us. But in the mirror, there was a woman standing behind my cousin. Long hair covering her face, bare feet, completely still. We turned around instantly. Nothing there. When we looked back at the mirror, she was closer.
Oh no.
My cousin panicked and dropped his phone. The flashlight started spinning across the floor, and for a split second, the entire room was lit up. That's when we saw wet footprints leading to the mirror from the door.
No, no, no. Don't eat your tail.
Not human footprints. They looked backwards.
Oh no.
Backwards feet.
That was like the Grudge crawling like upside down or something.
We ran downstairs so fast my brother fell halfway down the staircase. We locked ourselves in the living room until morning. The next day, my grandmother came back early. When we told her everything, she went completely silent and asked one question. "Did any of you look directly into the mirror for too long?" We said yes. She immediately covered the mirror with a white cloth and nailed the room shut again. Years later, after she died, the house was demolished. But before it was destroyed, workers found something inside the wall behind that mirror. Another room, small and windowless. And inside of it, there was a wooden chair facing the exact spot where that mirror used to be.
Ooh.
What do you think that means?
She had like a, safe room. She would just go there. If there was a window looking outside, she would just sit in that room.
No window. Windowless. Tiny little room with no windows.
Oh, maybe she used to rent the room. You should watch people in there.
Maybe.
She was one of those guys. What do you think about that? She was one of those creepers. What do you think? What do you think? Yeah. She thinks so?
Maybe. Well, that's the 3 stories I have prepared for.
Wait, she's got a fort. She's got a fort.
Oh.
Bonus story. Bonus story. So what's the story?
One time, you didn't give me a bone. It was really scary.
Oh no. She don't want the stories no more. She hates them.
I was really scared and I don't want to hear any more stories.
Wow, the
Okay.
stories went perfect timing, and our fire just went out as well.
So, I don't know how long this episode would go for, but thanks for tuning in. We hope you enjoyed it, and we will catch you on the next one.
Yeah, like, comment, and subscribe.
Bye.
And don't forget to ring the bell for notifications.
Notifications. Tell them notifications.
Say it,
Bye.
notifications. Notifications.
See you next time.
See ya.